And in a finals, nonetheless. Woo!
It's a best of 7. All right. Spawning up in the top left-hand side of the map, he's had a clean sweep to the finals. It is Root puCK.
A little bit more rested than our guy in the bottom right-hand corner here. Purple, it's QXC.
Yeah, QXC. It's awesome to see him coming back. Beating BioIce, a big achievement. Beating Caleb, a huge achievement. Beating puCK would be massive.
It really would. It might be enough to kind of start talk about QXC in 2019, being like maybe he'll start qualifying for some major events, making it through round of 16 type stuff.
Yeah, he played in, he's, in the past year or two, he's done like 1 or 2 WCS qualifiers, and he made it through like one of them. Which is just really awesome to see. Okay. Starting things off with a bit of a hidden barracks, wanting to make puCK concerned.
Yeah, it's the game of find the production facilities.
And the question is puCK going to rush Tempest? Because that's something puCK has been doing lately, apparently.
And it's fun, and it's actually surprisingly good.
Yeah, the new Tempest, they're just so fast, and then they have so much range. It's like, how do you catch this? Since when did Protoss get Super Mutalisk?
Super Muta.
Just bouncing around the cliffs and everything, and gone before you can really react, so...
I mean, the one saving grace is their damage output kind of sucks, and it's
yeah,
slow.
It does. It's really just about that whittle factor. They just whittle down what you've got. Now, puCK, he's a little bit concerned right now as he's not finding this barracks, which is out on the map, and so he's starting his Zealot, starting his Cybercore before his Expo. And QXC, he starts his CC in the main base. What?
And blocks the factory.
Oh, look at that. Oh, puCK is doing the dirty Protoss thing.
No wall for you. That's Zealot, actually, on the way for puCK. It just completed, now going for an Adept.
Yeah, it's going to move across the map.
This is going to be aggressive out of puCK here. I like it.
Yeah, I think Terran has to pull a few SCVs on this. Okay, puCK actually cancels the final one.
And there's the wall.
QXC bunkers as well, just to be safe, worried about this aggression. His Reaper's moving down. If he finds the probe, that would be nice, but puCK's really sending this probe on a trip. QXC, he's looking for it, though. And, oh, I think he sees it. Does he?
What?
And you saw that. Get back there. Oh, no.
He saw it. Wow, that should not have worked at all.
No, yeah, that is a lucky probe.
All right, well, Zealot trying to get inside.
Huh. Right.
Nope.
Reaper's going to come on back. There's actually 2 Reapers out for QXC.
And yeah, Reapers, it takes a while for them to kill a Zealot, but they can do it. And whatever puCK was trying to do there did not go very well.
No, yeah, I guess it was just a natural follow-up. It's like you have to respect that there's a proxy barracks, but then you have to respect there's a proxy barracks, but then you want to do something with the units that were sort of baited out by QXC. But I mean, if we look at the timing, QXC's orbital is finishing up. He'll have to fly it over, but puCK's Nexus is not done yet.
Holy smokes, Magfield Accelerator early from QXC.
Yeah.
Does he even have he has one Cyclone, and he's making another one.
Righto, let's see it. Let's destroy some oracles.
All right, Reaper dancing around, trying to see what's up. Adept trying to kill one of them. Nope, too smart for that. Does manage to stay alive. That's a fleet beacon from puCK.
Oh, he is doing the dirty Tempest.
He is. Oh, so excited. So excited to see some Tempest play here out of puCK. And Reaper dies after scouting the fleet beacon, though.
Yeah, but now QXC is like, well, okay, what do I do?
Well, the answer apparently has been more Cyclones, which I'm not sure that's the answer.
I mean, Vikings are pretty decent versus the new Tempest. Although the new Tempest are so fast they can kite versus the Vikings. Well, they can't kite, but they can take better, I don't know, they can take better trades. Yeah, it's tough to say. I mean, in a head-to-head fight, they're worse, but they're more mobile.
Yep.
Say with that what you will. Now, QXC, he's just going into bio behind this, getting up 3 racks. And I mean, Marines, it takes Tempest a long time to kill him, but they still can't really chase him down. Even when they have stim, the Tempest will find a cliff.
Exactly. That's the thing. You need to find that dead area in the sky to keep those Tempests alive. Because straight up engagement in the middle of the map, the Marines will take them down.
Looks like a Cyclone or two must have died out on the map. Or something, right? Because QXC, he only has one, but he was making another. Let's see. Yeah, 2 Cyclones and 2 Reapers died, and puCK lost nothing. Did the Oracles just come in and kill it all? What? That's crazy.
If it did, I'm impressed.
Now there's a Tempest out on the map, and I mean, a Magfield Accelerator Cyclone will help kill a Tempest very quickly if it can get the lock on.
Huh. Yeah, man, that one Cyclone, he's wondering where his buddies went. Alright, well, Marine production here, making 4 at a time, working on Combat Shield and Stim, and +1 attack for his Marines. Tempests are so fast, it just looks fake. It's like one of those, like, how it feels videos that a nice username does.
Oh my god, that is so true. Look at this. It's just so fast.
Goodbye, Supply Depot. Goodbye, SCV.
The Cyclone's gonna come out,
workers.
and the Tempest will be like, I'm gonna lock onto you.
Oh, be careful.
He's
And
repairing
out
it,
of
which is important. Look how much damage it does, though.
Woo! Another SCV down.
Yeah,
This is
puCK's just
so
looking
annoying.
for those SCVs. QXC, I mean, he's doing a good job buying himself some time, but an Oracle's coming in as well. It's probably going to tag some units, I imagine. And oh, look at this. He's setting up a Stasis Ward. puCK really plans on continuing on with the Cyclone gets a lock, but only gets a shot off, so the Tempest taking no damage there.
And a third base coming up behind this for puCK, so he's feeling pretty good about it.
QXC
says
going on the offense. I mean, what does
enough of this
puCK have, though? That'll stop 16 stimmed Marines back at
That's
home.
the problem. QXC says that's enough of this nonsense. It's time to go. There can't be much back home if you rush to Tempest, and he is correct. There's an Immortal on the way, and a Robotics Bay coming
this Cyclone, though, he's going to be in trouble. Oh, look at that. Only takes 3 Tempest shots to kill one off, so...
Pretty good.
I mean, QXC, he is going to need to get some damage done with this counterattack. There's a Sentry out, which will help tremendously. 16 Stim Marines, they will have +1. They will have Combat Shield, so that's going to help him out a great deal. QXC, though, he's not been producing any Vikings or anything. He's getting a Widowmine set up. Oh, does not get it set up, though. He's made 2 Vikings, actually. He's now making a few more. This is just so tough. This is the power of the Tempest. QXC's now moving in for his drop. There's a Stasis Ward back at home, but is it in position? It's not quite. Doesn't look like that QXC is going to run on into that. However, he needs to get something done, and puCK may have enough to defend this drop. It's really all about that. Marines come in, they focus down to depth, they focus down the Sentry. They now can go for the Immortal, and they're actually going to get it. Okay, this is pretty good for QXC.
Yeah, this feels game-ending to me. That is a lot of bio. They've got Stim, they've got Combat, +1 attack. They're very scary. Natural Base is a graveyard.
So many probes are dying, and Immortal rallies forward.
Shield Battery trying to help here, but Immortal goes down. That is 21 probes down. Medevac taking some shots here. The Tempest are home to try to help with this, and somehow puCK survives, but he's down about 12 workers at this point.
Yeah, QXC, that was a nice move for him. He's got to be careful, though. There's a Stasis Ward out on the map. And puCK, he's still got these high mobility Tempest, and he's going into Colossus. Oh, that Cyclone takes one for the team, baiting out that Stasis. QXC tries to catch some of these units, and he actually gets a Tempest and an Oracle. Fantastically done.
Yeah, way to go, puCK. I mean, that looked like it would do a lot more damage than it did. It still definitely hurt, but not. Was that another Stasis Ward triggering?
Yeah, I think it was one.
Like
oh yeah, it caught him mine.
Look at him looking around. He's like, "What am I doing?"
QXC though, he is just getting up his 3rd CC, so his economy isn't great. He's got a squad of Marines, but look at all these Tempest out of puCK.
Look at all these Stasis Wards too.
Yeah, he's really using these Oracles are working overtime. But QXC, I mean, he's getting up a good number of Vikings. He's now looking to start mining off his 3rd base as soon as he can. It is going to be pretty late, though. But, I mean, how does QXC handle this army? I mean, it's 2 Colossus and 4 Tempest. Okay, this is how, apparently. He's pulling the boys.
Yep, SCVs are coming. This is all in. Out of QXC. Look at the patrol on the Tempest. Very fun.
They're so fast now. They would not patrol like that before.
Nope.
Now, here comes in QXC, though. He's going to have a good number of SCVs buffering for it. He says, wait, I'm oversaturated? All right, join the war effort. Now, it really depends where he pushes in. I mean, I feel as if he goes for his 3rd base, that'll be better, but there's so many Stasis Wards here. QXE's definitely got to sniff out these stasis wards, because if he eats one, oh no. Oh no, QXE, please
getting
no.
pushed into it.
Oh, the
good
Vikings,
catch
they do
there.
catch a Tempest though, and QXE, he's going for it.
Good force fields. Colossus doing a lot of damage, but also getting picked
yeah,
up.
the Colossus are still standing strong. The Vikings re-target on the Tempest. One of the Colossus dies. QXE, he still has a lot of army supply right now. He does need to start cleaning up these units. He focuses down one of the Colossus with the Marauders.
Zealot's doing some work in here too, but it looks like there's enough bio remaining here.
There
from
is.
puCK.
Is QXE gonna do it?
Man, look at that supply. He's up huge. The third base is gonna die. Sure, he
Oh
brought a
my
lot
God,
of
all
SCVs
these
along with
probes.
him, but he made it happen. Stasis Ward catching a couple Marauders, not a huge deal. Third pace is down. Additional Marines and Marauders in production at all times. The Tempests, though, holding court.
Yeah, QXE though, like the Tempest will kill him off, but he can just kill off like everything.
Yeah, Cybercore down is huge. No Stalkers at all. Able to come in now. And Natural Base done. Sentry going to be able to force field off this ramp. A couple of them here will be able to force field the ramp, so Widowmine gets up.
Yeah, QXE's locked out, but I mean, he's got a third base up and he's got a decent number of SCVs. He's on 50 still, so he could really
Yeah,
just get
he's
these
fine.
bases up and, I don't know, stay back at home, start making some Vikings or whatever.
I mean, he lost 22 workers so far, but he's killed 62. So
Yeah,
when you do
I'd
that,
like to see
you're
some
okay.
of these SCVs transfer from his natural. And then I guess just throw up an extra starport or two and start making Vikings.
Yep, he's Tempest, though. How many kills do these guys have?
23. 6, 2, 1, 6.
So
A
that
lot.
23 kill Tempest, really carrying the load.
Oh, look at this. puCK's going for a hidden base, but he's still in a spot of bother. I would really like to see QXE throw up some more starports, though. Like, come on, QXE, you can do it.
Like, the answer, I mean, I don't know. He's got puCK contained, although puCK is taking that sneaky base in the bottom left-hand corner.
Yeah, and he's going for disruptors, and QXE, he's got a big bio ball. And disruptors love killing those off, but, I mean, there'll be nothing to counter mass Vikings if QXE makes it. There goes up another starport. There we go, just start making them Vikings. He
Yeah,
gets like
just chase
10
the
Vikings,
Tempest.
he's golden.
Yep, chase him into a corner. They can't really run away. But yeah, 161 to 58 supply, yeah, you're not coming back from that. I mean,
No.
maybe if this base gets allowed to come up here, it might help, but he's effectively mining out of his main base right now. QXC has, you know, twice and more the supply of workers than he does.
Yeah. And look at this, QXE, he's already checking out for more bases. In fact, he's got a Marine at pretty much every base you'd expect puCK to take, except the one in the bottom left. And
Right.
we'll see. I bet QXE will check for that soon even as well.
Once he recognizes that puCK is still making stuff and he really shouldn't be able to make stuff, that's when you check the places that there shouldn't be bases.
Yes. No, puCK, he's building up a disruptor count, but 4 Vikings at a time on the way. QXE, he's starting up a 4th base. And now all he needs to do is scout this left base, and puCK will probably GG.
And he's sending someone over that way. There is some purple splodge hitting that
yep,
bottom left-hand
it's a
corner.
Marine. That
And
probe's
what
still
is
there.
that? Has that probe been there the whole time?
It has, this entire game. Oh my god, is it going to be the
The
MVP?
juke. Is he actually going to save the base? Oh my god.
QXE has to be like, no, there's something there now, right? Because what's a probe doing hanging down over there? I mean, really, it was just sitting there, but in QXE's mind, he's like, there's a probe over there. There should be a base.
Well, there's one probe. There's probably more. Oh, look at this. Come chase me now, he says. Come on. You can... Oh, crap. That didn't go very well.
Nope. Oh, there goes another one.
It almost
Okay,
works.
QXE. Oh, dear. These disruptors are always threatening, but I mean, QXE,
Pre-split.
he's on 11 Vikings. Where are the rest of them?
He's sending half of his army down to take down that base, which maybe seems like overkill, but...
That's a good amount.
A recall of Disruptor to be waiting for those guys when they show up
That
would
would
be
have
kind
been
of
so
interesting.
sick, actually. But there's no energy on the base.
Uh,
And oh, puCK looks like he'll be recalling the probes home.
not that they're going to do much for him, but who knows?
No, yeah. Oh, okay, QXE's going for it. He takes out most of the disruptors. QXE up 1-0 versus puCK.
QXC, man. I don't know who had money on him to win this thing, but he is looking pretty good so far.
Even taking a game off puCK is impressive.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because puCK's like top of the ladder. He's like,
right.
He's like up there. And QXC, yeah. I mean, coming back and practicing, he's high up, but... Second map will be Stasis. Oh, and this is puCK's Tempest map.
This is the one he enjoys. Somicron in chat says, I'd like to see QXC fully saturate his gases. I assume he did, because eventually it worked out for him.
Okay, we'll get everyone on into the game, though. Thanks to everyone for tuning on in. Good to see that a few more of you are tuning into this event. QXC versus puCK, what's not to like?
Yeah, absolutely. Two very popular players. You see the name puCK or QXC around any StarCraft fans, they'll know who they are and probably be fans of one of the two.
Yeah, now I'm curious because puCK, I'm 90% sure he's going to rush Tempest.
Yeah, and I think QXC should know that too, is the thing. So... Oh. They never finished their vetoes.
Okay. Yes, thanks to everyone for tuning on in, though. Hope you are enjoying the matches. This is the Afreeca World Rise Edition. Unfortunately, none of their great players managed to make it to the finals. They had some fantastic showings.
They really did. Made themselves, made Rise Esports very proud of them, absolutely. Dude, puCK, this Parasite, man.
Hey,
sorry.
I can't blame someone for not knowing the maps when it's me.
That's
it's
true.
Like, what did they just play on? It's in one ear, out the other at times. But yes, finishing the map order is pretty important. I mean, in theory, when they're all just picking a map, but sometimes you might change what map you'd want to play on based on what your opponent chooses. Like, or based on how your opponent plays. Is the main thing. That's why we have to predetermine the maps.
Yep. Makes a lot of sense.
But it's the best of 7. There's no vetoes, so it's possible they'll all get played. This is at least going to be a 5-game series because it's the best of 7, guys. You need to win 4 maps in order to take the gold.
That's a lot. It's a lot of maps to win against a fantastic player. I will download the replay pack while I'm waiting. It's not super well organized, which is to be understood because they released it 4 seconds after it was done. Alright, gonna be good. Gonna be good, Home Story Cup.
Okay. Thanks everyone for tuning on into Afreeca World. We're getting on into it, just making sure that we have all the maps and everything fully sorted before we get, too deep into the series.
Right. Stasis, the big space station map. Very fun, very pretty looking. It's a very visually stunning map in a lot of ways.
It is. Okay, now it's a best of 7. Spawning in the left side of the map, it is QXC. And he's actually up 1-0.
And spawning in the top right, he's got nothing but Tempest on his mind. puCK.
I would honestly have loved to see QXC just like 2 racks puCK or something. Before puCK can, rush to Tempest. Which I'm taking a bet he's going to do that.
I mean, but the thing is, if QXC knows it's coming...
Does he, though? Is he reading what... Somnicron? Who was it that was saying that puCK will rush Tempest?
Yeah, Somnicron.
Taldan.
It's a good name, Taldan. Good strong name.
Okay. Yeah, now, QXE just hiding that barracks once again, but I would have loved it. I want to see him too, Rack. Just a bunch of Marines. Russian puck. I want to see that early on. One game.
I mean, puCK is scouting it.
He is.
So that's another thing. Hard to pull that off if your opponent knows that it's coming. puCK could easily just switch up his strategy and just prepare for it. I don't know. It's weird. It's kind of a weird paper, rock, scissors type scenario here.
Now puCK, he has to go for the Respect Zealot and the Respect Cybercore first for the proxy, or the potential proxy Reaper, when really QXE just builds his back at home. Scout note with his SCV. I'm worried. This CC, it's gonna have Tempest firing at it.
Sorry, guy. It's in your future.
Yeah. We may even see a Stargate first coming out of puCK before his Nexus. And I think we will. Right? Stalker being prone and boosted out. Shield battery going up. Oh, puCK. Oh, look at this. Let the pylon finish this time. QXE just needs to pull like 4 SCVs onto this. puCK is sending in the Zealot now. But yeah, you gotta kill the pylon.
Yeah, I can't allow that to stay there.
Zealot coming on in here.
Causing problems.
And if you don't kill the pylon before the shield battery finishes, then he can actually just heal that. Oh, QXE could be in a lot of trouble right now because there's a Stalker following this up.
And there's the heal. Oh,
another Reaper comes out for QXE to help out. He's going to work away on that pylon. Got to get the SCVs shooting at it, but puCK can always just heal it with the shield battery. And look at that.
Amazing. I love this stuff. I love early game Zealot Stalker pressure.
Yeah, puCK is really good at this too. Now what's QXE do? He's getting out a Hellion, but does a Hellion help out versus a Stalker? Not really. So some SCVs are going to have to be pulled here. The Reapers, they're continuously retreating. I mean, if the SCVs can get us around on this, but puCK's already getting tremendous damage done. The Hellion pops out, it can help out. Shield battery's pretty much out of energy. Oh! Stalker goes home. Okay, yeah, looks like this will get cleaned up. I'd like to see QXE pursue that Stalker with the Reapers and Hellion. Another Stalker actually pops on out, but another Marine. It's going to be interesting, the dynamic.
Well, the Marines can't keep up is the thing.
Yeah, we don't usually have 2 Reapers in the fray, though.
Oh, losing one of the Stalkers.
Yeah.
Oh, but the Hellion goes down there, too. Stalker controls really.
Another Stalker was coming out for
Comes
puCK.
in. Ooh. And the Reaper goes down, so some pretty good trades thus far.
Yeah, puCK can now, or QXE can now sit in the bushes, though. Or, what are they? The light, the blinding light? Are these guys just blind right now?
Yeah,
and that's why they can't see through the line of sight blocker. QXE getting up a bunker, which I love to see, but guys, there's an Oracle on the way. There's a fleet beacon on the way.
There it is.
It's gonna be dirty in here. Yeah. And puCK comes on in with his Stalkers. I mean, do you even need to rush Tempest if you're just gonna kill your opponent with 2 Stalkers?
I mean, no, but what? How does that work?
The Cyclone's going to come out and help. QXE is getting up no starport either, which is very important to note because without a starport to handle the Tempest, it's going to be concerning. The Cyclone's going to pop out, which is going to help shut this down. puCK's going to run away, but now the Oracle's in the natural base. QXE quickly brings that Cyclone back. Does shoot that off, but there's gonna be Tempest on the way soon.
I don't know that QXE is aware of this.
I mean, the Cyclones showed not to be too bad, but I'm worried by the fact that he doesn't have a starport up yet.
Right.
Like, if you have a starport, I feel you're in a fine situation because getting out reactored Vikings isn't too bad versus it. Although, double Cyclone, there's a chance puCK will overextend with his Tempest if QXE pulls back. He's getting up a turret, which, I mean, will buy him time. And he's just going into stim, but... Oh, look at this. puCK, he's coming in with his Oracles into the main base. The Cyclones, they're out of position right now, so Oracle's going to get something. There is a turret.
Yep, turrets help a lot in that situation. Only 2 SCVs go down.
Oh, and look at that. With the recall.
And getting out, getting home.
Now, a starport is on the way for QXE, which is very important for him. I mean, economy-wise, he's in a pretty decent spot. He's tied on workers with Protoss, which is generally good for Terran. But now there's a Tempest out, which is moving to disrupt QXE. And the question is puCK going to be able to, or is QXE going to be able to get the lock on with those Cyclones?
Yeah, this is the dance. This is kind of reminds me of Broodlord Infestor versus Stalker Colossus Mothership back in the day. It was just a very delicate dance. If anybody overextended too far, they'd lose. So,
oh, there's the
your
lock.
Lock on.
Oh,
wow.
It doesn't kill it, but still, that's tremendous for QXE. Two Tempest out, we saw how much damage they did to a Cyclone. But QXE, yep. he saw the Tempest now, so he knows. He's like, what is this meta? Why did I come back to this game?
This is not the right time.
No. But
there we go.
Okay,
Reactoring the starport now.
That's very important. You can start making Vikings, and I mean Vikings. I think they'll win in a fight versus the Tempest.
Yep.
If I'm not mistaken.
Oh yeah, Viking does that bonus damage to big old stuff. It's really nice. And Tempest just don't. I mean, they have that. Oh, man,
there's the lock on. Oh, and a Tempest goes down.
That is a great response from QXE.
This is fantastic. These Cyclones. And QXE is going to have Stim in a second here. He's starting to build up a Marine count. Combat Shield on the way. He's got +1 done already. He's going to lock onto that Tempest once again. That's going to take a bit of a beating.
And you can't ever regen that health. That yellow is going to be yellow until it dies.
Unless you have a friendly Terran to repair your Tempest.
True fact. No friendly Terrans on this map, though.
There is not.
No. Alright, so what are we looking at? It's 39 to 30 army supply. Worker supply is about the same here.
Oh, QXE, gotta get out of there, though.
Stasis, though.
Indeed. Now,
nice.
I mean, he knows he's got the Stim bio. But look at these Tempests. They can hunt Medivacs. Oh, man. puCK wants to kill this off. Oh, this Medivac. QXE, unload.
One more shot. You got a boost, but the Tempests are so zippy. Look at
them.
They're keeping up.
It's like a horror movie.
Oh, what? He had it.
He did.
That's a dead Medivac.
Yeah, it's like a horror movie. The killer just keeps on coming. Now, another Tempest out for puCK, and now he's going into this Colossus, so he seems to like Tempest Colossus, but we saw what QXE did to it last time. He's placing a ton of stasis wards. QXE just needs to be aware of these if he does decide to move on out, and he is moving out. He's got these Cyclones. puCK doesn't have a Colossus yet.
Working on it. Working on that extended thermal lance here, too. Probe goes down. Zaldong Watchtower belongs to the Terran player at this point.
Yeah, QXE, though, he's still been making Vikings, and yeah, it's kind of concerning for puCK. He's got the Sentry, so he can really save his natural from the seam of things, because he can always just force field, but saving his third base could be a bit of a challenge. QXE coming on in here. He knows that there's going to be a lot of stasis wards coming out of puCK.
You have to be very, very careful about those. And yeah, Colossus production. There is a Colossus now out on the map, which is nice. Extended thermal lens, not too far away either. And QXE taking his time. He's not rushing into this and actually pulling back a little bit. Maybe waiting for a Widow Mine. Maybe waiting for additional Medivacs. He has the one and it's very, very injured. It's got two more. There we go. Two more joining the party.
Yeah, now look at this. Look at this.
Oh, just kidding. Lock on.
That's a nice find.
Yep, supply definitely favoring the Terran player big time right now.
There is Colossus and shield batteries, though. They will have +1. And then puCK's making more Tempest, so I mean, it's all about these stasis. And the cannons will help out, too. QXE, I mean, maybe if he brought SCVs with this. Oh, and he is. Look at this. Okay, he knows he's got to bait out the stasis. He doesn't do that just yet. You gotta be... Oh, dear. QXE. Oh, no, the stasis
there
ward.
It is.
It's
There's the
fantastic. However, the Colossus, it does get fallen, and suddenly there's not much to deal damage to this, but there's so much of the bio caught up in this stasis ward. Actually, so much of it. Vikings are fighting these Tempests, though. Look at this. They're just dispatching of them like it's nothing.
Yep. They're so good against large anti-air units
and
here.
Now the
rest
Vikings
of the army
can land.
comes out of stasis. And
oh, there's
QXE
a Colossus,
decides,
though. Vikings.
He decides we can do this.
Yeah. It's looking kind of close. Vikings get back up in the air to pick off that Colossus, and look at that, it just dies. puCK manages to hold on, though, but he kind of resets the army of Or he kind of had his army reset. QXC picks off the Immortal. Now it's just Viking Marauder versus Stalkers.
It's only Stalker here. That is not good at all. I'm not sure about chasing into that. Army supply 50 to 26 in favor of QXC. Reinforcements are getting here. Can they get there in time is the question. Probes pulled off the line, fleeing from that situation. Healing as best you can. These medevacs are way overworked. They'll take down, yeah, we'll take down your shield battery if you allow us to. Probe's just getting massacred right now. It's 38 to 49 workers. Probe has a lead. He can afford to do this. The additional medevacs coming on in. The Probe's buffering quite well. The Stalker count is high enough where they can actually kind of stand with this bio, but the Marauders are so scary.
There is so many medevacs to heal up the Marauders as well.
Additional Marines, additional Marauders. The train is real right now, you guys. puCK holding on desperately as much as he can. Another Colossus pops out. He's making another Tempest, you guys.
I'm not sure how I feel about that, but the Colossus out is going to help him out tremendously. More Vikings are being produced by QXC back at home, realizing, okay, I guess we'll maybe go back and try this again?
Question mark?
Yeah, there's a bit of a question mark as to what QXC does, because now there's a Colossus out. It really does make life a lot harder for him. He is just on the 2 bases, though. I mean, he's got the mules to keep him going a little bit, but he pulled a lot of SCVs, and he's actually pulling them once more. He's really committing to this. Now, he hasn't had a lot of time to make more Vikings. He's got 2 out. He's got 2 more on the way, but he really is just going. And with the SCV buffer, it's really going to help out versus the Stalkers. But there's another Colossus out and 2 Colossus. Yeah.
That second Colossus is
Here goes QXC once more.
Into the breach. Force fields are fantastic. Really trapping a lot of these units in Nowheresville. Trying to pick off the good kiting on display here. Colossus refusing to die in the situation, but the right side is definitely won by QXC.
QXC, the force fields are so sick from puCK.
Decent force fields, but sentries continue to get rocked on in here. QXC
time really is on puCK's side, though, as QXC has thrown pretty much all of his workers at this. He wants to focus down the Colossus, but I think puCK may have managed to hold on. GG, QXC taps out 1-1. Oh my god.
Wow, what an intense hold there from puCK. It looked bad for him more than once during those attacks from QXC, but he manages to hold on and tie it up 1-1, making it effectively a best of 5 in what is really a best of 7, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Oh.
And QXC, he could have had that game. He could have had a 2-0 lead versus puCK, which is just scary that he's playing so well.
It really is. I don't know. This is going to be, I feel like this is going to go 7. Just both players fighting so hard. They feel fairly evenly matched here. QXC with his aggression, puCK with his aggression too. Both players able to hold off.
If it goes to Game 7, I will be pleasantly surprised.
I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. We'll see.
All right, puCK just asking for a minute here.
Fair enough.
Okay, yeah, thanks to everyone for tuning on in to this. This is a crazy best of 7. Make sure to let everyone know.
Yeah, anything that's tied 1-1 in a best of situation is going to be good. That's just your first indicator that things are going to be impressive on both sides.
Alrighty, both players are ready, so we're going to get on into it. Thanks, everyone, for tuning on in.
Yeah, thanks for hanging out with us on your Sunday. Happy to have everyone here.
Yes.
And
it is a best of 7, but it's tied 1-1.
So now it's a best of 5. Oh.
Basically. Right. I don't know if these guys want to clean the slate, though. puCK going Tempest Rush, both 2 games. QXC shutting it down in the first, getting dangerously close in the second. But here we are, spawning up in the top right-hand side of the map, Cerulean Fall. It is Root puCK.
And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner, it is the Purple Terran player QXC.
Yeah, QXC. I mean, he's showing some impressive game sense. Just like, I'm gonna pull the SCVs and go for it, and that was looking really, really good. Just like how he was so close to breaking puCK, guys. But puCK's force fields at the end really saved him there.
Yeah, the force field play was fantastic. The Colossus came out just in time, too. Doing some serious work.
puCK scouting out for a potential proxy barracks. Not able to find it, though. As QXC just likes building it outside of his natural, it seems.
Yeah, just putting some fear into his opponent. Nothing wrong with that.
So, Falcon, I have a question to ask you.
Yes.
Does the puCK stop here?
No.
No?
The puck does not stop here.
Once again, puCK opening up with a Cybercore and a Zealot, if I had to guess. Maybe skipping the Zealot this time.
It sure looks like it.
Oh, there it is.
There he is.
Likes that
There.
Zealot. Chrono boosting him out.
Yeah, it really reminds me of just old school Brood War replays I used to load up back in a class called Tech Lab 2000 when I was in high school. We basically would just watch StarCraft replays and play StarCraft. It was great.
Wow.
But yeah, the early game back then in the year 2000 was really a lot of this stuff from Protoss. A lot of Zealot, Dragoon type stuff with Shuttle in there too. Amazing micro on display. And I like to see it in StarCraft too. It's very fun.
Look at this. puCK being such a nuisance.
Yeah, some bad RNG there. The SCV not able to stay on the other side.
RNGesus not on the side of puCK. Or not on the
Not
side
pleased.
of QXC.
No. Reaper here. Probe tries to get us shot off before he's
Now,
killed, but not going to happen.
puCK did not go for like an early pylon and an early battery to knock QXC down. He's maybe learned, because QXC dealt with that pretty darn well, all things considered.
Yeah, it could have been a lot worse.
It was looking dicey for a time in that past game, but then QXC, he managed to pull everything together, managed to push puCK back. And now puCK just getting up his delayed Nexus. And QXC actually really is sort of just one-basing this time, getting up a Cyclone, getting up a Reactor, and then a Starport as well.
Yeah, it's the 1-1-1. Very weird. Alright, so Adept going to get a shot off, not able to kill this
Another
Reaper.
Adept's going to pop, though. That poor Reaper.
Oh. Second Adept. No, you're not getting home.
Yeah, unfortunate timing. Now, while puCK's coming across the map with a Zealot, that Zealot's going to see the lack of CC, which is very important to note. And it may be testing the waters. I mean, the Cyclone really will just kill off that Zealot. Oh, no, look at that. That is a nice move there. Now,
Yeah,
QXC
fantastic.
going for a Cloak and what's likely a Banshee behind this. So changing things up, showing depth, which is something I really love to see out of him. And the Cyclone, I mean, it doesn't know the Zealot is there. He's waiting for something, but this Zealot for
Holding the
puCK.
top of that ramp, I guess.
Just confirming the lack of a CC.
Yep. Good information so far from the Zealot, recognizing, alright, so one base craziness on the way, shield batteries in action. Hey, guess what? A fleet beacon.
Oh my gosh. But yeah, there's actually a tank on the way too.
Yep. This is going to be a very strong one-base push here, but I'm sure puCK has been on the receiving end. A very strong one-base pushes from Terran
Yeah,
a couple
shield
times.
batteries help, and QXC is going for tanks, and tanks, they take time to go for the push, and Tempest are fantastic at shutting that down.
Yeah, just harassing out in the middle of the map.
Okay. So we'll see. There was an Oracle made for puCK, but it's actually just staying at home. Invested in a stasis ward because he's not sure what's coming his way. And actually, yeah, I mean, he's going to have the 2 Oracles, but as far as detection goes, it is just the 2 Oracles. Shield battery in the main, though. And looks like QXC, he's getting ready to move on out. There is a Banshee coming into the left side of puCK's main. Shield batteries will not reach those probes, but puCK can run them. Banshee comes on in at cloaks. It's going to be able to begin working down on some of these probes, but QXC is looking for more than just a few probes. He could actually work away on this pylon, but he does get... Wait, there's still anti-air for puCK. There's this Tempest now.
Yeah, there's the Revelation, and there's the Tempest, and now the Banshee has to get out, triggering the shield battery very nicely, and here we go. We have pulled the boys, Cyclones, tank setting up on the low ground, even building a bunker down there too. Trying to get that Cybernetics core and the shield battery, if at all possible. Pulling the probes to defend here is puCK. Oracle's on the high ground, using Pulsar Beam to great effect to try to pick off some of these Marines. One of the Cyclones does end up going down here, and it looks like puCK has possibly stabilized.
Yeah, puCK doing a fantastic job holding, and then the Tempest just icing on top of the cake. However, the Oracles, or no, he actually does have energy. Look at this, puCK's so good. Saving energy on that Oracle for a Revelation. It looks like he may lose his Cyber Core eventually. He doesn't have too much on the ground to deal with this. Another tank is set up, but it's a little bit too far back. Now, QXC, he wants to push in, but there's only so much damage he can get done as long as his Tempest has him on the clock.
Yeah, he's trying to take down the Banshee. That is the priority target here, but a handful of Marines.
Oh, Banshee in the main base.
Extremely annoying. Oh, another Banshee here, but the shield battery trying to heal. Tempest picks it off. Tempest the answer to everything right now. Another Tempest, or another Banshee has shown up here.
Yeah, these Banshees are cloaked, so they can possibly dive on into the main base. puCK's got to deal with these.
Holy smokes. QXC with a
and he
cloaked
burns
Banshee
the Revelation on the Banshee that had almost no energy.
Not a lot of energy on this one either, but enough to keep going.
Is there going to be energy for a Revelation? There is.
Okay.
Gets decently close to killing the base off, but QXC, he needs to go home with everything. Or he actually wants the Nexus. Is he going to get it? He does get the Nexus.
Wow.
Oh my gosh, I thought there was no chance, but the tank, the Banshee, they get it done.
Can that... What? That Tempest faster than that tank?
Tempest,
amazing.
They're fast these days.
They're so fast. Alright, so... Wow, so QXC got some damage done. He's expanded behind it. His army supply is not healthy compared to puCK's. That's why puCK is counterattacking now.
Yeah,
We'll
he
see if
does
QXC
have
can
a
hold
mag
counter.
field now, though, which will help out versus the Tempest. And actually a
Yes.
Banshee moving across the map. I love this for QXC because the only detection that puCK has is his Oracles. So keeping those back at home, preventing them from using their energy for anything else. However, 3 Tempest could pose a lot of issue for QXC.
Absolutely problematic in this particular
That's enough
situation.
to one-shot the Cyclone. Oh,
He's
no.
Still...
Oh, that
There's a
Cyclone
lock
is going to
on.
need SCVs to hug it or something.
Yeah, another Cyclone does pop up. The SCVs are going for the
one of
repair,
them
but it's
falls.
too late.
Yeah,
What is
and there's not much in production for QXC. The Banshee
Another Banshee.
working away, but, I mean, puCK, he's on one base. He's getting up a robo, though, but... QXC is trying to deal with these Tempests, but I don't think he has the means. I think puCK may just have checkmated him here. What does QXC have on the way that can help him out versus this? Banshee certainly can't help. Cyclone does not get repaired, and it's just a handful of Marines versus these Tempests. No Viking on the way. QXC, he's making a lot of Marines. He's making another Cyclone, but he doesn't have Stim Pack or anything else on the way. So these Tempests, they can just work on him forever. Oh, and that Banshee, it almost gets picked off.
A little extra attack on the other side there. So, I mean, 29 to 31 workers here. Still fighting with these Tempest. Marine count 6 at a time being produced. I think they're waiting for the
what does
Tempest
QXC do, though? He's just going to keep losing these Marines. He gets a lock-on onto one of the Tempests, but the Cyclones, they can really volley that down. He may get one of the Tempests. He does. The second one getting kind of weakish, but he's got another Cyclone out as well, so maybe he's going to be able to do it. Picking off one of those Tempests was absolutely huge. puCK committing a little bit too much, and now this Cyclone can actually lock onto another. Doesn't get the injured one, unfortunately. However, he still may be able to kill one off. Not quite. QXC holding. I'm a little bit surprised he managed to push puCK back.
Yeah, brings it down to red. Fantastic hold there by QXC. He's not dead yet. Again, he's going to get his units whittled down, as you said previously. But, yeah, losing a reactor. Any damage that can be found here is good damage for puCK.
Yeah, look at this. QXC wanting to get us around. However, if he gets a lock-off on one of those Tempests, he gets the injured one. Oh, this is actually going so well for puXC. He loses a Viking, yeah, but he's building up a healthy Marine count behind this. And when he has Stim, we may just be seeing him push into puCK. puCK's getting up a Robo-Bay back at home, but his economy is not that great for producing Colossus. We'll see if he can get enough up. But oh, look at this. QXE coming off 3, snaps up another Tempest. Oh, and he almost gets one more. He wants that last one. Gonna get an Oracle, which is fine. One of those Tempest injured, does get picked off though. QXE, he's just pushing puCK all the way home. And we have seen 3 Tempests go down this game.
That is some pretty impressive stuff. Resources lost actually show QXE losing about more than puCK has to this point. Getting a lot of damage done by those Tempests. A lot of stuff died in that first push along this earlier in the game. But Army Supply, virtually identical, literally identical. puCK and QXE also on the same worker count, basically, and both on 2 base right now. So it's just been an incredibly scrappy PvT here in game number 3. Neither player wants to drop this 3rd match.
QXE, he's moving out with his Marines, which has me a little bit concerned because we've seen before in which a Terran moves out. It's like, oh, I got Stim, I can make something happen. The Protoss has no AoE, but then, I mean, Protoss Gateway units can fare decently versus smaller numbers of Marines. Cyclone gets caught out. Some more Marines may actually run into another Stasis Ward, and they do.
Yeah, not too shabby.
QXE.
Cyclone comes up, gets picked off.
Oh, maybe gonna lose a Viking too.
And he's trying to...
Oh, wow, he's just going for it. This is so bold. I don't think he can, though. There's Guardian Shield. The Cyclone comes out, but he does not last long. And now QXE, yeah, just really trying to get puCK here, but puCK, he's bought himself time, and he's going to have a Colossus up. QXE getting up at 3rd base, starting his 1-1 is very important for him.
And Colossus, Colossus Extended Thermal Lance is starting to be researched down by puCK, recognizing the large number of mines on the ground. Colossus are a pretty good answer there.
QXE may be looking for a potential 3rd base, but it's not actually up just yet. If he gets the probe, that would be a nice little bit of a delay. Doesn't quite.
Nope. But he does scout the Colossus, which is good. He knows he has to deal with those again.
Yeah, oh, is QXE just going to come on in and try and get a snipe?
Yep.
Oh, that's not going to happen, I don't think. puCK's army just pretty much right there. Although, back on this side of the map, QXE actually going for a drop, forcing a recall, then just going to get on out of here.
Yeah, you have to with the Tempest firing on you there.
So 5 probes going down, a nice bit of damage. puCK's only on 34 workers.
Yeah, to this point, 24 workers have been killed by QXE, 8 workers killed by puCK. So far, pretty darn efficient there. And Disruptors coming in here, too, to deal with this bio.
QXE is getting up towards his 3rd base. He's going to have his 1-1 on the way. Vikings, an extra starport on the way. I love it. If your opponent's making Tempest and Colossus, Vikings are the answer. Now, puCK, he's also going for Disruptors, though, which is a nice way to change things up. He's like, all right, QXE, let's test those splits of yours. Are they up to par?
Yeah, I believe he tried to go for it a little bit in game 1. Didn't end up making more than a couple of them, I don't think. So
yeah, that was when he was pretty much already dead, I think.
Yeah.
Marines challenging those Tempests.
Able to escape once again. +2/+2 getting started quite nicely here for QXC. Everybody's upgrades are way behind, so as soon as you can get them going after the first set completes, the better.
Yeah, QXC possibly going to have himself a 2-2 lead here in upgrades, which would be massive. Now, Disruptors, of course, they don't care about upgrades, but QXE also getting ship weapons, starting to build up a Viking count. I mean, if he just continues on with the production for that, there's a chance he just rolls on in and then just rolls on over puCK once it's 2-2 and if he's got a good Viking count.
Sure seems like that's what his plan is going to be. Yeah, so both players just incredibly close at this point on all of the statistics.
Yeah.
Just continue to do more of the same. Vikings, Marines, Marauders, Disruptors, making 3 probes at a time is our Protoss player. And a Ghost Academy about to finish here from QXC too, so some good EMPs would really help in future battles.
Yeah, puCK's going to have 4 Disruptors though, which is no small amount. We'll see what QXC can do. There's always the chance in which you say drop to pull your opponent apart. However, he's building up those Vikings and the Ghosts, and usually with this is when the Terran will go for one quick engagement, which will sort of just pull the trigger.
Stasis Sword, bling, pinking into existence here.
puCK with like such an odd placement on his stasis, but who knows? Maybe he'll get the find that he wants.
Yeah.
And oh man, just double disruptor out. We'll see if QXC is going to be able to get on top of this. He may need to start producing liberators if he realizes how many disruptors there is.
Yep. We haven't really seen...
Oh, he scans. He sees them. Maybe for a second there, realizing that there's disruptors. The question is, does he queue up any liberators behind? He has not just yet. Queues up more Vikings.
So many Vikings. And honestly, QXC's splits haven't been that great against the Zergs he's faced. There have been some really, really solid Baneling contact hits from Caleb and especially from BioIce. So we'll see if that translates. We'll see if he's a little bit more aware of the splash damage potential that those Purification Novas bring. But yeah, both players just basically macroing up to max.
QXC, he's got such a scary army. There's more stasis wards ahead for puCK. puCK's got just vision everywhere, all over the map, so he knows this is coming. Does QXC sniff out these stasis wards? Like, okay, does... Oh, no, he loses a chunk of his army. There's now these disruptors out as well, trying to head him off. QXC, no liberators on the production tab just yet, but he's just going to try and get on in here. But the disruptor shots for puCK could be massive. QXC's coming on in here, trying to avoid him, massacring the Colossus, but it really is going to be these Vikings versus Disruptors. Fantastic EMPs going down for QXC. The Vikings can even land on top of this. puCK's throwing out so many Novas, getting pretty huge hits here.
That was a huge one on that right side.
Oh my god. But is there enough
to come
for
up here?
puCK?
Another good hit, but there are just so much here. That one was a bit of a whiff.
I think we need to see the Vikings land for QXC on this. There's not much to protect the actual Disruptors here. puCK recalls them. Just going to accept that he's losing a base. Now, the Tempest are out here. QXC, he can either kill off the probes or take it further. He did pull his own boys with this, though, so he lost a chunk of his SCVs, and puCK kept his Disruptors alive, and he has so many Disruptors.
Yep, alive, but on 2 base to 3 base is not a great thing. Worker count is even, but that just means that puCK is oversaturated on both his main base and his natural base. He's trying to replace a third here, but guess who found it? Marines and Marauders. Reaction time not that great here from puCK. And oh my gosh, are they going to get it? I don't think that they will. Wow,
boom.
Perfect.
Yeah, puCK, he does keep up that extra base, so technically he's not down in that count, but QXC, he is getting up a fusion core. I think we're going to see Liberators this time, Liberator ranges. He's built up a few Liberators. Now, it's 10 Vikings, 3 Liberators to 3 Tempests, and then, of course, the Stalkers to help out. But QXC, he does know that Liberators are the answer. Oh, and some of these Stalkers for puCK actually getting caught out. He doesn't actually have Blink on them yet, so he actually loses a ton of his army there. Oh, QXC playing with fire.
Yeah. Man, new Purification Nova. So good. Marines, Marauders here inside the mineral line of puCK of the Natural. Every there, Tempest trying to clear that thing out. Another Nova catching a good group of Marauders, but I think they're going to get the third base, and they do. puCK once again loses the third down to 2 base. 2 base versus a 3 basing turn is never a good position. And 3-3 getting started by QXC behind it.
Yeah, definitely the 3-3 going to help him out tremendously. And I mean, Disruptors, I say this pretty much every time I see them and there's an upgrade discrepancy. They don't care about upgrades, but even just while you're fighting the Stalkers or the Tempests, the upgrades do help the bio, definitely. It's not like they're completely useless, but oh man, puCK, he's down on the economy. QXC, while he lost a lot of his workers that he brought into the fight, he definitely is in a better spot with 3 bases up. He's actually starting a 4th base. He can always float over his main base if he so chooses. But look at this, puCK's looking to put the pressure on QXC right now.
Yeah, he's pushing in.
Oh, Liberators are getting set up for QXC. That's really what he needs in order to shut these Disruptors down.
Yep, but production tab by puCK is entirely empty right now, which really worries me. Just for upgrade QXC. puCK is so focused on, he's got a long distance mining, making another 3rd base at the right side.
puCK's gonna look maybe, oh, he gets a good Disruption Nova off. Loses a Disruptor, and I mean, he's gonna have a harder time replacing them than his opponent. Oh, he's eating more tank shots. He wants to get that tank. He does get it, which is nice for him.
Huge.
Oh, but QXC, look at this. He finds the Nexus on the right side that puCK was trying to hide. puCK, or QXC, he lands 2 full Medivacs over on this side, and puCK, he's going to have to recall or something if he wants to deal with it.
He's absolutely shutting down puCK's attempts to expand to a third base. It's not allowed. Apparently, third base is getting mined out for QXC as well. He really needs to find a fourth.
Oh,
at
this
this
bio,
stage.
it can do something though. Although it's not, it's just chasing these probes, and it's gonna run into puCK's army from the look of things, so the bio's gotta change its path.
And it does. Takes a hard left there.
puCK, though, now
right.
that QXE knows about this base, he's basically just got to defend a farther out location than if he had, say, tried just to defend his own third base. Which is not going to make life easier, and this is a lot of bio. I'd like to see a few more Liberators out for QXE, because these Disruptors are moving forward. Oh, pretty good splits. Loses the tank.
Get the tank.
Gets a Disruptor, though, on. He's splitting pretty dang well, all things considered. And now he's going to have his 3-3 as well.
Man, disruptors are back, ladies and gentlemen. Just crazy. So puCK is happily mining off of that third base now, but QXC seems to want to ignore it, and he's heading north.
Yeah.
Going for that natural base, which is defended by 3 Tempest.
Could we be seeing a wonky base trade here?
Kind of feels like it, doesn't it? None
puCK's
of their army's
warping-
really in position
warping
to
in
do
sentries
anything.
to hold his main base.
Yep, there's your ramp. Gonna lose the natural. The Vikings and the Liberators wipe out these Tempest. Want.
Liberators
And they
getting
do.
set up. Gonna try and shut down some of those sentries, but the force fields do continue. However, QXE just goes into the main base, and this is a base. The disruptors are not that good in
Yep.
base trades.
No, not enough damage, especially to buildings over time. They're good in with big chunks of damage, but consistent damage, no. Marines Marauders much better in that type of a situation. A main base is gonna die. I really think QXE has this thing.
Yeah, even just any unit that QXE picks off for himself is a win at this point. He's up on army supply. Of course, there's a chance that puCK can take the big fight and somehow beat QXE's army. I mean, as QXE has to play around these disruptors, but look at this, just this bio, even just killing off a stalker or two. puCK recalls everything, a bio drop. Where did he recall to? He recalled to his main base, but no, I think QXE just is too much. I mean, puCK, Nova's
Yeah.
everywhere, fantastic hits, but not enough. GG, QXE takes the 2-1 lead over puCK. My golly.
Fantastic showing there.
By golly.
From QXC, not the best splits as we were worried about earlier, but definitely enough.
They got the job done, yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
having perfect splits versus disruptors, no one does. But he had enough splits, I suppose.
yep, enough to make it happen. And his macro was fantastic, really shutting down that third base attempt time and time again from puCK, even when he got a base up. Just wasn't going to happen there. And yeah, Liberators came in exactly when they needed to. And in a base trade, if a base trade at Terran, their DPS is incredibly good, especially if your composition isn't quite as strong. So
Yeah. Okay. We'll get everyone on into the lobby, into the next game. This is a best of 7. So, QXE still needs to win 2 more games. puCK needs to win 3. What a great series, though. I was worried that, honestly, that puCK would maybe be a little bit too refined for QXE, but QXE, no, he's putting up the fight. And
yeah, seriously, seriously incredible. Amazing. All right, so QXC getting in. puCK is ready to go. He wants to even this thing up. We're trying to get this thing going for you guys. Again, thanks for hanging out with us on your Sunday. We had to just come over from Home Story Cup, which is a lot of amazing StarCraft patch. More of the same here. And a PvT situation with 2 players you may recognize and know.
yeah. There we go.
All right, cool. Looks like we're
Those
heading
players
in.
are ready, so we're getting on into it. And this is an important one. Can puCK tie it up, or is QXE going to surge forward with a nice lead?
Yeah, this is a really big match right here. It's really hard to come back down from 3-1 in a best of 7. So puCK needs to be careful, or maybe he needs to be assertive and aggressive and take this. There are some options here.
There definitely are, but here we are, spawning in the left-hand side of the map. He's down 1-2. It's Root puCK.
And spawning on the right-hand side of the map, it's the Purple Terran player QXC. Huh.
You got that right. Now, QXC, even taking 2 maps off puCK is incredible. And not just 2 maps. 2 maps in a lead. The first 2 of 3 maps is just... like, I'm blown away, honestly, by how well he's performing, because puCK is an incredibly good player.
Yeah, he is. Again, he practices all the time. He's very, very strong. He has weird strategies sometimes. Incredible, incredible stuff.
Okay. So, Probe moving across the map. I mean, puCK's rushed Tempest in 3 games, though. Does he change it up now? Or does he just stick with what he's been going for? Because, according to the score, it hasn't been working.
Yeah, sticking to... I don't know, man. Tempest. Maybe not your best bet.
Okay, I mean, I'm sure he's obviously practiced the Tempest build a lot, and I'm sure there's been times in which Terrans have just fallen apart. But QXC, he's standing strong versus it. He's just getting out the Cyclones, and the Cyclones are doing the work. QXC, CC in his main base once again. Interesting preference.
Yeah, I can't really question his decisions too much at this point. He's he's up 2-1, but definitely kind of weird.
Yeah, I guess just to try and keep puCK guessing. Probe does go down, Reaper out on the map. And we'll see what tack puCK's going to go for this game. That really is the big question. Reaper is now out on the map factory on the way for QXC.
Reaper bumping into that cleaning bot or Autobot, whatever it happens to be.
And just jumping right into the main base. puCK's got to pull something back. We'll see what this Reaper is able to get done. He sees the Stargate, too. Such a nice find. Is he going to get a probe? puCK's done a good job keeping them alive this series so far, and look at that, he's just retreating with it, but it looks like he will lose at least one. I imagine QXC wants that other one. He may even get a second right there.
Wow, and escapes with his life. He does.
Never mind.
Just kidding, he's dead.
Rest in peace, Reaper, but he already saw the Stargate.
Yeah, got a probe kill? 2 probe kills?
2 probes, which is pretty good for a Reaper.
Absolutely, in 2018.
Okay, yeah, I guess puCK's got 100 energy on his Nexus, so he must be saving that Chrono for, I guess it's Oracles, right?
It's gotta be. Again, he's very good with the Oracles, too.
Yeah, he threw up a Robo first, so delayed his Oracle a little bit. And just getting up his Nexus. QXC, though, Cyclone on the way. The new Cyclone's been serving him well. A Banshee's on the way for QXC. No Cloak just yet. And the fact that you start the Banshee before the Cloak generally indicates that you're probably not going for Cloak, but Cloakless Banshee versus Protoss is interesting, and there is Cloak, just delaying it a little bit.
Yeah, so not too bad. The Banshees have been getting some good damage done, especially in the second game. No, third game? I don't know, they're blending together, but we have seen some good Banshee play at QXC puCK here today. I expect it'll be the same otherwise. Widowmine in production here too. Yep, Oracle coming in, and a shield battery. As puCK does expect some kind of aggression from the Terran player, and yes, it will be a Banshee puCK. Well played.
Yes,
Oracle sneaking in though, but where is the anti-air?
Cyclone's actually going to get the lock on the Oracle and going to do a fair bit of damage to it, but without that mag field, the Oracles can get away. And he actually gets 3 workers, which is pretty decent for a TVP.
Yeah, pretty good harassment there. So both players losing a couple of workers, but puCK's definitely up, 37 and 30 total right now. The Banshee is moving across the map to try to see what she can do about it.
Yeah, this is where it usually should be for a Protoss, but it's important to note this game. There's no fleet beacon on the way. puCK's building up a high count of adepts. No Twilight Council or anything just yet to indicate glaives, but I mean, maybe we'll see a Warp Prism or something started. There's an Immortal on the way, so he may just be going for like a gateway push. Hard to know. puCK has out an Observer, by the way, so these Banshees are not going to get too much done.
Yeah, even with the cloak, unfortunately for them, they'd like to, but no. Alright, so starting some upgrades it looks like we're going to see from QXC next. The Banshee, there's the Revelation, which, sure, why not?
There was an Observer right there, but I guess...
Yeah.
Let him know that it's dead, and puCK did not lose a single... Or did he lose a probe? Well, he lost... Yeah, I guess he lost 2. Lost 2 to the first Reaper. Or no, and then he lost 1 in his main, so lost a probe to that Banshee. There's, of course, this other Banshee. She's going to be coming on, and the shield battery's not in perfect position. If she cloaks before she gets on in there and goes past the shield battery, it should be good, but the Oracle's out on the map. Observer out of position. Another one is rallying across the map. Is this Banshee going to go for it? Maybe waiting for the other Banshee to come in, but she will run right into a Phoenix. She cloaks,
maybe the Banshee.
Seeing that.
There we go.
It's diving on in, and now the other Banshee's going on in. Oh, but it's just not in the right position. That shield battery, if she moves just a little bit, would have gotten a lot more damage done.
Yeah, Banshee in the main base getting some stuff done here too.
Forces out a Revelation.
There's the Phoenix.
Wow, look at this. These Banshees, I mean, puCK has really been ready for this, but he's taken a bit of damage. Drains the energy on one of the shield batteries. He's actually getting 7 probes.
Wow.
8 in total.
So in this game, that's 12 probes down to only 3 SCVs that have been lost their lives so far.
Yeah, and QXC getting up his 3rd base, whereas puCK has delayed his in order to go for Colossus, getting up Blink. And I mean, 2-base Colossus, it was definitely a thing of the past. But he's getting up a Forge, so I don't know, maybe he's just been playing scared because QXC has been so aggressive in a sense, and now he's moving out. Gonna see that Observer, does he scan it?
Beautiful Observer placement, though. He sees this coming. He knows it's on its way.
Yes, he
Colossus
does.
is about to pop here.
No extended thermal lance started just yet, though.
No, but Blink's going to come in, and Blink's pretty good, too, as far as dodging around certain attacks and keeping your Stalkers alive when there's a big push coming your way.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind getting set up Cyclone out there. +1 is done here for QXC, so that is going to help out his bio, and the only real AoE is going to be this Colossus without extended thermal lance. Now it started for puCK, but a little bit late. QXC sees the 3rd base and has got to say, wow, that is late. I'm in a pretty good spot since mine is getting set up.
Yeah, and I'm in a position to pressure here too with bigger army.
Yeah, and is he just going to dive onto this base?
He sure is. Goes right on in here, and the...
shield battery. Nope, not able to keep it alive. And he just boosts on out.
And he doesn't lose any of his medevacs.
Yeah, gets out.
And a Widowmine's going to hit all these Stalkers.
Oh, puCK's just got to say, oh, seriously, come on. So QXC is showing fantastic. I mean, it ain't no fluke that he is doing well. He is just playing incredibly hot. Gets back with his medivacs. He's producing Vikings to counter the Colossus. puCK's going into Disruptors sort of as the bit of mind games. It's like, okay, you'll make Vikings, I'll make Disruptors instead. But QXC still has been playing incredibly well. I'm so impressed.
Yeah, in a fantastic position here. He hasn't, swept any of his series, but he's getting wins when he needs them. He's getting damage when he needs it. He's harassing exceptionally well, defending against it well enough. And wow, that Oracle.
Oh, that Marine.
The Marine! Hero Marine finishing it off. Not Hero Marine, but you know what I mean. Alright, I mean, it's got to be more Colossus, because Extended Thermal Lance is finishing. If you only ever make
saturation on the space.
It's a little oversaturated.
puCK losing that Nexus hurt.
Sure
Otherwise,
did.
those probes could have been mining there already. Now it's just finishing up, so they're transferring. And QXC, he's up on supply. As a result, he's building up a high Viking count and getting up a Ghost Academy. double scan as well to see what's going on with the Protoss.
Yeah, both players just hanging out here. I mean, it's been a pretty long day for everybody involved at this point, so maybe they just want to take a breather. Ghost production has begun by QXC. Just Adepts heading out for just, I believe, just map awareness, trying to see if there's any extra bases that QXC has taken so far, and the answer is no. QXC has not expanded behind this. He really needs to push and kill that third of puCK or win a major engagement or something, because the longer this goes on, the better puCK's able to catch up.
Yes, indeed. Now, Ghosts on the way here for QXE. So, I mean, Ghosts, they don't counter Disruptors, but they basically half the health on a Protoss army if the EMPs land well. And
they often do.
Yeah, they do. And now, puCK, he's gone up to the Disruptors. QXE, he's got to be thinking about those. He's getting his 2-2 on the way, getting up his... Getting up Concussive Shell, just a ton of Vikings, by the way. Like, maybe a few too many Vikings at this point. There is going to be at least 13 versus 2 Colossus.
All right, Observer sees exactly what QXE is rolling with here. And being able to kill Observers has not really been QXE's strong point in this game.
No, it has not. That Observer's been getting the work done. Now, puCK's moving out. He wants to sort of catch this army, delay its push a little bit so he can get up more Disruptors, have more time. I would love to see a Disruptor on the front trying to catch out the army. But, I mean, QXE Marine runs forward, baits out the stasis. puCK not able to slow QXE. It's just this force that's coming towards puCK, and he's got to get ready for it. But I'm not sure he's going to be able to make the hold.
Maxed out Terran army in this situation. Enough Vikings to kill those Colossus
the
3
SCVs
times
are coming
over.
Too. QXE, you know this guy was around in Heart of the Swarm.
Yep. SCV is providing that all-important meat shield in this situation. Stimming forward. Couple Stalkers dying.
Oh, the stasis is pretty huge. The Vikings will still wipe the Colossus. Disruptors are in position, but the EMPs land.
Pretty decent Novas there, and it looks like puCK's going to hold this. Landing the Vikings to try and fight. Nova's immediately killing 2 of them, trying to hold until the remainder of the bio can show up here, but puCK is up in supply. puCK held that exceptionally well. High ground is here for QXE
QXE
right
is
now.
not done just yet. A few of the Disruptors have been picked off. They're still trying to get the best shots they can, and QXE is still spilling forward. Another Nova goes off, and it gets a fantastic connection. I think QXE may just have jumped the gun a little bit. Just that stasis was ginormous for QXE in that game.
It was really, really good, and now suddenly puCK has a 20 worker lead. QXE does not have a base. His army is fleeing. He's overall down by 50 supply. What an absolutely incredible hold from puCK. He was down 20, 30 something supply overall. He ends up coming on top of it ahead by 50. That is just one of the biggest swings I've seen in a long time.
And that had to have been from the stasis partially just. And then the Disruptor hits were absolutely massive, but the stasis took out so much of the firepower of that army. QXE still has SCVs sitting here not minding. He's going to try and play it out because, I mean, you're not dead till you GG, but just going for that attack and it not working. He mustn't want to play the late game versus puCK, but even just like a normal attack there possibly could have been well, but he pulled the SCVs. He went for broke with everything and then just diving on into that stasis. That stasis was so massive for puCK.
And yeah, man, once again, QXE taking some purification Novas that he really didn't have to. I know it's hard. I get it. It's not perfect. You can't be perfect about it, but a couple times, like just that. Like that is a full-on explosion.
Yeah, QXE. He's picking off a fair few of the Disruptors, but all the Stalkers and everything else, GG. puCK ties it up. I mean, QXE is making puCK sweat every game with attacks and moves like that, but puCK comes out on top. Just
puCK. What more can you say at this point?
Yeah.
The Disruptors are doing him good. Stasis Ward's doing him good. Ties it up. We're basically going to a best of 3 at this point.
Yeah, QXE. Let puCK catch up that game. I mean, he's playing so well, just, yeah, like you said, eating the Disruptors. Like, Terran wants to dive on top of disruptors because in like a drawn-out fight, disruptors will always win. But if you dive on top of the disruptors, you gotta try and avoid them. And I mean, puCK, he just invested also in it wasn't really apparent in that fight, just because. But he invested in like he probably had like 15 Vikings in that fight. He could have done with half that many. There was only 2 Colossus, and all the rest were disruptors. Imagine if he had 6 Liberators in that fight.
Sure, that would have helped immensely. Oh, look at QXC helping puCK out. puCK was as a Terran.
Aw. We'll just make sure both these players are ready. Thanks to everyone for tuning on into this Afreeca World Rise edition.
Yeah, man. Again, this is as even. It just looks more and more like we're going to see a Game 7 here, which you just don't always get in best of 7s. Ooh. Been a little bit quiet in chat for the last few minutes here, but it does look like we have some pretty decent viewer numbers.
Alrighty, both players are ready. Or hold on, puCK has not said ready.
I mean, I understand the players needing a little bit of downtime, but because it's been insane. Like, there really hasn't been a raffle stomping. Not an early raffle stomping. There have been a couple battles that have not gone very well, but it's usually fairly late into the game here. These players are capable of getting to the mid and the late game against each other, and just to lose something like that is just difficult.
Okay, both players are ready, so we're gonna get on into it.
All right.
Game number 5. Who takes the lead?
Yeah, let the countdown begin.
You got bets on who you think takes the lead here? I mean...
I'm gonna go puCK. I'll put my money on the Protoss.
I think that's a very safe bet. I mean, QXC, like, he's been showing the stuff, just like that Banshee harassment and everything, but puCK probably is the safe bet. However, I mean, QXC has pleasantly surprised me so far. And I wouldn't be surprised if he does it again.
For sure.
Spawning up in the top left-hand side of the map, it is QXC. And his opponent spawning down the bottom right-hand side of the map, it is Root puCK. Sorry, I did both introductions there.
That's fine.
I'm on autopilot. I was halfway through and I was like, wait, I'm not supposed to be introducing both players.
It's cool. It's very, very cool. All right, so, yeah, it's just QXC's really good in the early game here, but he needs to learn how to dodge disruptor costs a little better. And I mean, this is how he rolled against the Zergs he's played against too, right? He'll look really good at times and look kind of like what's going on, dude, at other times, and then just pulls through enough to win the whole series.
Yeah, that's definitely like him showing like his potential super high skill from all his years as a pro gamer, but then just being a little bit rusty and everything. And I mean, but yeah, like as you've been saying, the disruptor hits have been so huge for puCK. And if you're not like able to dodge the disruptors, just make liberators. They're so good. It forces Protoss to make a ton of stalkers, which your bio will then melt. And yeah, either that or the Protoss has to make Tempest, which puCK, I mean, I guess he did go Tempest in all the other games, but not that one.
Nope, not that one, and it worked out just fine for him. This probe doesn't even want to live.
No, he's just given up. Rather
Wait,
sad.
Hold on. Right before the end, he found a well. He's done.
Yeah, he goes home. Then he goes back for more. Meanwhile, standard game here. No barracks out on the map forced to zealot from puCK. QXC just playing a normal game. He says, fine, I'll be nice, I'll give it to you. My barracks is in my main base. QXE. Oh. Oh.
Hey.
Okay.
Here we go.
I dig it.
Yep, I support this. I support proxy factories all the time, no matter where they are or when.
It's gonna be Cyclones, right? It's gotta be.
Yeah, absolutely. Proxy Cyclone is really what my bet is for sure on that. And Stalker opening here. Adept heading out to try to get some stuff done there too.
Yeah, now the Adept is moving across the map, and QXE is going to have some Marines, but you really need the 2 Marines and the Reaper back at home to shoo away the Adept, although puCK, he's got to get it on there. Can he delay it? It's going to be close. Oh, and he does. That is fantastic for him. Adept shading on in here, the Marines popping out. An extra barracks is on the way for QXE.
You gotta be careful, Marines. You don't want to get shot by those Adepts.
Yeah, he's got to wait for the extra cycle of Marines to get it up. Meanwhile, he's actually making a Widow Mine. What's he going to do with a Widow Mine?
What?
Is he going to throw up a starport? Well, there's no starport on the way.
No, he's just going to walk it in and burrow it and see what happens?
Another Widow Mine on the way. Okay, so there should be a starport or something. Yeah, maybe he is just going to do that. Get up a whack load of Marines or something, then just run the mines in, force the Protoss back with them. Although he's not going to get up a whack load of Marines if the Stalker keeps getting its way. Some SCVs are being pulled to help out. Stalker has to run.
Careful,
the
Stalker.
Reaper's still alive in the main base.
Oh,
the Duke. The
wow,
Duke's
what
from
a
the
juke.
Reaper.
And now it's dead.
Citizen's arrest.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah,
I think that Stalker died to SCVs.
It did. Oh man, a lot of units dying early on, and then there's this crazy opening from QXE. He's got Stim on the way. He's making just a ton of mines out of this factory. This is so bizarre. Okay, he's just placed mines outside of puCK's base.
So he's trying to make puCK extend out this way and take Widow Mine shots?
I don't know.
Sure looks like it.
Because he's got Stim on the way back at home. puCK's getting blinked, though, and once puCK has blinked in 60 seconds, he'll just dodge out the mine. If he knows it's there, I'm not sure if he saw it.
I'm not sure either, but you feel like, I don't know, Widow Mines aren't fast.
No, yeah.
I mean...
Oh, is he just going to bait it out with a probe? No, he's just looking to take his third base. And, oh, Widow Mine kills that probe.
This is so weird from QXC right now.
It is. This is bizarre, and then it just waddles away.
Burrow somewhere else. Wait for the timer to wear off. Wait for the cooldown.
Yeah, QXC is getting up a second factory, by the way, back at home. Maybe he was planning, like... Oh, he cancels that, realizing he has one, and starts a starport. Maybe, I guess, just wanting the one factory or deciding against it, but... Observer's now out for puCK. He's actually not going to find the factory. He will find it now, and he'll be like, why is there just a factory here?
No reactor, no tech lab, no starport, no second factory, just a factory. Yeah, I don't get it.
Oh, it's burning, yeah.
Yeah, it's toast unless an SCV wants to try to save it. But yeah, like you said, once blink is done, you just blink dodge it or outrange it if you have an observer. Sure, that works too. That was weird out of QXC. I don't like it.
Yeah, no. Maybe he ran out of builds or something. And he's like, oh, I didn't expect this to go to best of 5. Because, yeah, I understand wanting to try something chaotic. Ooh, he almost gets the observer. Is he going to scan for it? Doesn't look like he has the energy.
There's not enough Beyond in him to do that. I just remember every time Observer would show up in Beyond's base, within like a second and a half, it would be dead. Every time. Like, trying to scout Beyond with an Observer was a fool's errand.
Okay, this game, we're seeing Disruptors straight out of puCK, skipping the Colossus. He's saying, I've had some pretty darn good success with it, and he's also known to be the Blink Stalker Disruptor man himself, so...
Indeed. That's what he's comfortable with, and taking a 3-1 lead here would be so good. Might as well stick with what you know.
A second Robo on the way, so a lot of Disruptor, a lot of Stalker, and this is honestly such a frustrating style to watch players deal with. Because it's like, oh no, look at, there he goes, eating tons of Disruptor shots, and we'll see if QXE can change it up a little bit, bring something out. By the way, I just want to say, orange on this map, a horrible color. It's just with the orange tile, it's just... How are you supposed to see all these little orange dots around there? Now QXE moving out on the map, just a single medivac with this army. Is there another one joining up, or... No, just the one medivac with all this bio. puCK, though, he sees it with these observers.
Yeah, man,
QXE,
the observer placement has been... Oh,
3
don't come up this
disruptors,
ramp.
dear lord.
Don't come up this ramp. Don't come up the ramp.
Okay, he pulls back.
Dodge. Hey, there's one. He's gonna get that medevac. He wants it so bad.
Yes, he
Watch
does.
this.
Oh, settled for a Marauder, why not? Another Marauder
Sure.
injured. QXE scans, but there's no observer there. He has already walked past them.
Yes. Good thought,
Now he's
though.
getting up his third base. I mean, he's been macroing up, but macroing up versus Protoss without like a set plan in mind can be concerning. There we go. He scans and kills off that observer, which is nice to see. He's just moving around the map with 2 armies, which is always good. Force the Protoss to split up to decide what they want to do. Now, puCK, look at this. Yeah, he's worried about like being hit in multiple places, so he sets up a bunch of cannons in order to cover one side. Meanwhile, QXE may be planning on coming in another. Gonna find that stalker. A few Marauders step forward, just seeing, yep, those are the disruptors.
The dodges. QXE improving
he's
here.
being very careful, but I am worried when it becomes a big fight, because when
Yep.
there's this many disruptors, how do you dodge them all?
You just run? Like that.
This is a Marauder. Now QXE is pushing into this side, but the cannons are doing the work, and there's actually so many stalkers. I think that these Marauders are going to be in trouble. Wow, loading up in front of all those blink stalkers, pretty bold, but actually
Worked out.
escapes.
Yeah, that should not have worked. But
No, it
did
should not
somehow.
have. Although
We'll take
QXE,
it.
he's now getting up a few Liberators and tanks in the third base. Like, it's a pretty choked out location here. If, say, QXE rolls in and gets a tank set up behind these rocks, disruptors can't hit that. Sets up some Liberators. I'd like to see... Oh!
Jeez.
You jinxed QXE.
I did. My bad. Never praise pro players. Bad things happen. Wait, is that... Alright. Thought I saw something there, but I didn't. Must be sleep deprivation hallucinations. Alright, so... More and more disruptors on the way. That plus 2 attack coming in here for puCK. Getting another forge for additional upgrades. And again, the even across the board play here is pretty fantastic. Worker count about the same. Army supply about the same. Overall supply about the same. But yeah, Liberator is a huge play. Didn't see a whole lot of Liberator. It did seem to work pretty well for QXE when he employed them. So
Yeah,
would be
just
good to
make
see.
mass Liberators. Force the Protoss to go Tempest, because you cannot dive on top of 12 disruptors.
Nope.
Liberators are
come.
flying forward, a little bit ambitious there with all those stalkers out, but I think you really just gotta try dropping like everywhere. And then you gotta go for drops while massing up on Liberators. It's really the only moves you can make versus this many disruptors. Look at that.
Oh. Crush.
QXE now setting up the Liberators. May actually catch some of these. Oh,
All right, one goes down. Maybe a
yeah,
couple more.
but the problem is there's 12 more.
Yeah.
And now
Whittling
puCK is
it
like,
down.
okay, you're making Liberators, time to go into Stargate. 3 Stargates, I imagine. I mean, puCK's been a fan of Tempest already in this series, so I wouldn't be surprised if he goes for more. I mean, QXE's got this Bioforce just sort of split off here. I wouldn't mind if it just, say, runs north and heads towards the third base, but then there is all those cannons.
There's a lot of cannon. I mean, Bio, especially as upgrades start to kick in, don't really care about cannons. And 2-2 finishing up, that especially is true. Yeah, look at the
QXE.
timing on those upgrades. Ground Wed's level 2 coming in for the Protoss player at the exact same time.
Yeah, okay. Liberator's getting set up. puCK's wanting to test the waters. Once he breaks down those rocks, he can launch Disruptors Novas through them. Oh my god.
Got it! Very nice. +3 has been started for QXE on his upgrades. Liberator!
Oh, here we
Blinking
see
into
puCK
the-
blinks.
there we go.
There's a few tanks there, but here comes in the Novas. QXE, good split there. But still,
Going
just
after the tank on that one.
Losing the Liberators does hurt. Three Oracles on the way. Lots of Revelation going to be in puCK's arsenal. QXE is moving out with a lot of his bio here. Maybe trying to pull this out of position. But, oh, those units, they got to get out of there. puCK actually decides to go for it, but there is setup tanks, so he loses a fair few Stalkers. The Novas are massive, though. puCK actually just recalls. Some Disruptors are left behind, but Disruptors, believe it or not, they can fend for themselves. And, QXE, is he paying? Oh, okay.
Wait, no!
They must have been on the same hotkey still.
They must. That was a wasted opportunity. That was very nice.
That would have been bad, but okay. QXE's coming on in here. However, there's a lot of Novas going out. And there goes all the tanks. Or a good number of them. More Novas going out. QXE trying to split. puCK's trading here, but he's taking some pretty favorable trades. The Disruptor count is thinning. A lot more Stasis Wards getting set on up, preventing QXE from diving on top of these Disruptors.
Yeah, incredibly close game here so far. Close series. So far here, too. Tempest being double pumped right now, working on +1 air weapons. It's coming in. He's trying to time the Nova. He missed.
That was so cute from puCK. Now, QXE, he's sending Marines forward to try and deal with these Tempests, but now the Tempests are out. The Liberators really lose their effectiveness, and it pretty much means the Terran either has to go or retreat when it comes to dealing with this. And QXE, he may be thinking of going.
I don't know about this. There's a lot of cannons over there. Like
yeah,
you said, he's doing it.
Are the main concern.
He's setting up Novas.
Oh man, the tanks, they just get shredded.
As soon as they siege up, there's Novas heading right for their faces. Clearing out the tanks with Tempest. The Tempest control from puCK has just been absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah, all the tanks QXE, he's just getting whittled down. puCK has reached late game Protoss. SCV takes one for the team, dragged out with those Marauders as they go looking for something. Now, they have found this third base. QXE with this large chunk of army. The bio just shreds through these cannons here. Actually going to right-click on that Nexus, but the army is going to surround it, so these units could be forfeit. They get it, but they do have to get on out, and the Stalkers, everything dies.
Oh, I can't believe both of those medevacs went down. Suddenly, 198 to 149 supply. Look at the supply, but QXE coming in, dealing with these long-distance mining probes. Oh,
yeah,
being surrounded
he's just
by
getting cleaned up everywhere. Resources lost tells the story of this game. puCK doubling the efficiency. Just those Disruptor hits, just absolutely massive.
Just brutal to this point. puCK says, I know when I'm winning. Let's go. My game sense is good enough to tell. I'm expanding twice behind this.
He's still got a good number of Disruptors, so he can just now bait QXE into him because the Tempests just outrange everything.
No, that third base is in so much trouble. It's not even a planetary. Here comes the army. Not as big as it was, and they're kind of backed into it. Bad for dodging.
I mean, that was a lot of Novas that puCK just used. Maybe QXE, maybe he just needs to go now. Because, like, that was pretty much so many Novas that puCK just used there, but...
That was a lot, but your cooldown is coming up here.
Yeah, but if the cooldown doesn't come up, what does he do? I think QXE is just pretty much dead here, right?
Yeah, he doesn't have enough to hold. Novas are going to take down those tanks. The Liberators can't do anything with this number of Tempest out. Yeah, there we go. Thank you for coming. Additional units are coming out from QXE. He's fighting hard. But everybody that overextends here ends up
dead. The tanks are getting some good shots off as puCK steps forward. Over all the Disruptors should be off cooldown.
Yeah, he's just using the Tempest to clear out the tanks. Now this third base is in a world of trouble. No tanks remaining. Every time he steps forward, he has to be able to dodge additional...
Oh, look at that. He's just right-clicking on that CC.
Got it.
There it goes.
Nice. I mean, fourth base is up.
Oh, QXE looking for a surround, but look at the stasis wards that puCK's been setting up constantly. Half of his army gets stasis. Vikings are working away on some of the Tempest. QXE's coming forward with everything he can. puCK's throwing out more Novas. SCVs are buffering. But look at how many stasis wards puCK set up in all of this. There's even another one. And another Nova goes out. Is QXE going to clean the army? This was one hell of a fight. SCVs tried their
best.
Oracles
actually using Pulsar Beam there too, and it looks like QXE does manage to hold this off somehow. Some crazy way another stasis.
I mean, I was counting QXE completely out. He's still in a bit of a troublesome situation because puCK is on what, 5, 6, 7 bases that he's got up, and it's pretty much just now or never for QXE going with all the bio. And that is the weakness. Stalkers can fall to bio. Disruptor does get caught. Nicely done there. Army supplies even, but What does QXE do? He lost a base, so his income is not that great. He's floating over his main base. Five medivacs are on the way at a time for QXE, just maybe wanting to get some mobility in with that bioarm. He's floating over his main base, floating over his natural. Saying, right, I got to get my economy back on track. CC's flying everywhere. He's coming in with his bio. He's going to look for this base. However, a lot of Stalkers and Tempest are here, and this should actually be enough. QXE is going to get the base, but puCK has at least a few more fresh ones, so, I mean, he trades out for that, but puCK still definitely ahead in the economy, and that cost QXE a lot.
Yep, that was a bunch of Marauders that went down. Base has been replaced at the third location here, landing a fifth, as well as there's a fourth up north from there. And there's more and more Tempest, more and more Disruptors here from puCK.
Yeah, puCK's just done so good with the amount of Oracles and Disruptors. He's just, the control he's had, like, I mean, it can be very tough to get good Disruptor hits, but puCK's been very consistent with that. Oh, bit of lag there, it seems, but no, he's got the Tempest out, and he knows that he can bully QXE and not making any major missteps or anything. QXE, it looks like he's in a fairly decent position to intercept this, but look at all the Tempest here. There's way more than QXE's Viking count. Tanks are getting set up, but puCK's rebuilt his Disruptor count.
Yeah, he's up 196 to 137 supply. He's definitely winning that count. Army supply bigger, world count bigger. Nova's just making sure that QXE is afraid to move on in here. And just more Marines and more Marauders from QXE. Losing a medevac there, that hurts. And then blinking right on top of the Marauder count. Yes, you're going to lose some Stalkers, but if you shut down this little push before it even gets anywhere, you're in a much better position.
Oh, man.
And
these Stalkers, like, Bio's good versus Stalkers, but puCK just, with so many, just manages to pick off those small segments of army that QXE has. And is QXE just going for like a base trade or something? I don't see it happening. Like, how does he attack into this base? How does he attack into that base? It does not happen.
I mean, he can, but the question is, what does he lose in the process? The third base goes down again. And yeah, QXE just going for it here. And yeah, like I said, the cannons die, but how many Marines are dying in the process? How many Marauders going down? How much energy is getting bled off of these medevacs?
And what's going on back at his base?
A lot of SCVs going down, I can tell you that much. It's 74 to 21. Coming back here is QXE after wiping out that base.
Yeah, I mean, he's built up a fairly healthy Viking count, but there's so many Stalkers, and I mean, he's getting a nice surround on puCK right now. Army supply's not too far apart. puCK throwing a ton of Novas. Actually, QXE, is he going to be able to take a fantastic fight once again? Even a missile turret helping out. The bio is cleaning up a lot of the ground army, but I think puCK just had a bit too much there. Fantastic attempt by QXE. puCK was really well in there, but he did manage to... Oh, did I speak too soon?
You know what? You did speak too soon.
I mean, QXE, he is dead. He's down to 19 SCVs and down in army supply. But, I mean, he's still in it.
Not dead yet. Recalling those Tempest home. But yeah, look at all that orange blending into the orange in the background.
Yes.
On this map.
The economy, puCK is just astronomically ahead, and QXE, I mean, mules are good, but they're not that good.
No. No, not really.
Tanks moving down here. It looks like the Stalkers will be able to pick them off right away. Those +3 Stalkers deal a lot of damage, and puCK just takes it 3-2, getting himself a lead here. It is a best of 7, though, so QXE is not out of it just yet.
No, it is not a best of 5. In case you were curious, it has said best of 7 down there on the score for the entire time. So it is a best of 7, which means that puCK is 1 game away from clinching this thing and beating QXE, becoming the victor of Afreeca. Afreeca World at number 26, the Rise Esports edition. As always, check out Rise Esports on Twitter at rise_ESC. And I am speechless. What incredible games we've had so far.
Yeah, puCK, he's just a master of that tool set. And then he's like, oh, Disruptors are going back to the way they were. I made them a lot back in the day, and I'll give it another shot. And puCK has always had fantastic micro with all of his units and everything. Just, like, not overstepping with the Disruptors or anything like that, and then just targeting the shots, just getting the job done there.
That's all it really takes. Get that job done.
Yeah, like, puCK has taken a bit of early harass damage in some of the games of this series, and maybe QXE wants to capitalize on that. But as far as like his overall defense of the big attacks of QXE, puCK has just done a very good job defending them.
So far, so good. Hoorah! Okay, looks like our players are ready to go. Whew. All right, looks like both players are ready to go.
Okay. QXE, he's already had a fantastic showing for someone who's sort of partly in the scene, I guess, with him practicing, not like full-time or anything like that. And so he's already had a fantastic showing, but coming back in this series will be tough, I think.
Yep, I think so too. Just with the control that puCK has exhibited in all facets of the game, his Tempest control, his Disruptor control, his Stalker control, just as macro is on point as well, it's just going to be really, really hard.
All right, but here we are, spawning up in the top left-hand side of the map. It is QXE. And I'll let you do the introduction this time.
And in the bottom right from LaughNgamez, it's the orange Protoss player, puCK. Didn't we just do this map?
I mean, they're similar, but no.
Yeah, tile set. Rip.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't notice that till QXC said it. I had to second guess myself. I was like, no, it's not orange and everything. But, I mean, the base location, like, third, pretty much the same.
Yep.
Or other third. A lot
Pretty
more
much.
Open at the third base, but then the fourth in the same spot. Yeah, these maps are so similar. Okay, who copied whose homework?
Fair enough. Just threw down, like, a lot of orange sand on the other one and called it good. Yeah, it's that meme. Copy work, but change it so it doesn't look obvious. And, yep, that's it. That's the change.
Yeah.
Orange sand everywhere.
What? They're probably both made by the same person. Wow, puCK. Killing off an SCV. QXC is not going to be happy about that.
No. Brutal stuff. Probe decides maybe don't press his luck. Maybe don't go back in. Ah, he went back in.
Now keep in mind that last game QXE opened up with a weird proxy factory. I mean,
That's
it really
true.
went into a normal macro game, but just opening up with that, it's like, ah, all right.
And look, he's going to get another SCD.
Is he?
Oh
No.
my gosh. Oh my gosh. Almost.
Okay, QXE, yes. Hug that SCV. puCK is just being such a nuisance.
This probe. The shield's coming up on
Oh,
that.
he wants it. He wants to sack himself for it. QXE. Oh! Oh, the Reaper's out. Is he going to get it? No, he doesn't. Good micro by QXE.
That was not easy. Pulled it off.
No.
Nicely done. puCK's
God.
like rats. I would have gotten away with it too if
That
it weren't for you,
probe
meddlesome
was a
Reaper.
serial killer. He
He was.
He was out for
Fine.
blood. Reaper out
Finally
for QXE.
apprehended.
Moving across the map, and now he did go double gas once again. Factory back at home. Now, he is getting a tech lab, so he is going to be opening up Cyclone. Reaper just getting on in here. The Adept's out on the map. It's going to be up to the Stalker to clean this up. We'll see if QXC gets any probes. puCK has had fantastic probe control so far. Look at that. It just goes... Whenever a Reaper's attacking my probes, I'm like, alright, I guess I'll select half my mineral line and run it. But, no. Good control here. I mean, the Stargates get scouted, but no probes going down. Good control by puCK.
Yep, couple of them pretty darn injured and bruised there, but if they're not dead, it doesn't count. Adept coming on in says, hey, where's your expansion? Oh, it's being constructed on the high ground. Well.
Yeah. Okay, now Cyclone is out for QXC, so he can move out with that if he so chooses.
And he does. He so chooses. He wants to kill something for all is said and done. And immediately the Maglev upgrade. It's just so good. Doubling that damage of that lock-on, doubling the damage of anything is insane. Are there other upgrades that double the damage of anything?
No.
Not that I can think of.
I'll stim with Marines, maybe?
Maybe. Because, I mean...
Or...
It's a lot. It's definitely a huge DPS increase. But I don't know if it doubled. Maybe it does.
Charge? Zealots deal extra damage with their first charge when they've got that. I don't know.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Now that Cyclone's just hanging out on the map. Maybe waiting around for an Oracle or something, but... Oh, puCK, look at this. puCK loves stasis wards.
He really does. And they won him one of the games.
I'm like, 2 stasis wards right here. I'm not sure I understand, but they've been doing so much work for him. QXE is now moving out with Marines and a Cyclone.
Watch out for stasis, guys.
Yeah, I mean, puCK has just gone for so many. QXE definitely needs to be on high alert for them. Like, there should pretty much always be 1 Marine ahead of the army, eh?
Yeah, I think he's smart enough. He's done a good job in most situations baiting out those stasis wards. But the problem is, you become too far forward with 1 Marine that gets killed by the Stalkers, and then you don't do anything.
Yeah, Cyclone's rolling on in. Oh, stasis wards are there. The Marines,
Run.
though.
Oh my gosh.
Lord. Here comes in 3 Oracles. They're going to kill off the Cyclones, aren't they? Well,
yep.
One of the Cyclones kills off an Oracle, but everything else is trapped. And puCK just warps in more Stalkers. This is looking pretty good for puCK in this series.
No wonder he likes stasis.
He does. That was just beautiful.
And the Cyclone needs to die first. Ready? Cyclone dead.
Boom.
There it is. And then everything else we're not so worried
puCK
about.
Pretty much just kills everything.
Yeah, that was as well as you can handle a push at all.
Yeah, that was fantastic for puCK. QXE maybe just getting a little bit desperate in this series. I mean, he's had a fantastic showing so far, but puCK really, as the series has progressed, he's just become more and more dominant.
Too strong.
Now, QXE, I mean, he's not out of it yet. That definitely was painful having that cleaned up, but he's got out some Cyclones so he can hopefully shut down any potential Oracle attacks. No, gets the lock on onto 1. Does get broken, though. Good reaction by puCK. And puCK, after shutting down that attack, he's testing the waters with Stalkers. He doesn't even have Blink, but he's just going to poke on in, getting up his 3rd base, Twilight, double Forge behind it, so he's very confident in this game. QXE, he's got to bring everything down.
Cyclone, that lock on, good. And actually
good control by QXE.
Fantastic, but the Oracle's got in the main base by puCK, trying to get some more stuff done up there too.
Oh, are they going to go for Stim?
Or every SC.
Cyclone gets a lock on onto 1 of the Oracles. Look at that, puCK individually splitting it off. Cyclone.
Missile turrets.
Yeah, he did buy enough time. QXE taking minimal losses there.
QXE manages to hold there. Counterattack did not do a lot of damage at all.
Yeah, no, puCK, I mean, he's getting into Stim. He's going to have +1. A few more Cyclones. He's moving across the map. 3 Oracles are still out for puCK. They've just been doing so well. However, there may not be 3 Oracles for long. QXE getting a nice bit of damage done here. Picks off a Stalker, picks off an Oracle. Good damage done there. And the Oracle's also losing their shield is going to help him out. QXE's looking to push on in. He's going to have Stim and Combat Shield. Another Cyclone coming on in. puCK doesn't have Blink or anything else. And 2 Marauders coming in is going to help out tremendously. These Oracles are looking for a chance to jump on in. But QXE, he's coming in with such a scary push right now. Locks on his Cyclones. They just pick off the Stalkers before they have Blink. Oh, and there's the stasis.
Poor Gildalin. Sorry, man. Sorry the stream keeps dying on you. That's a bummer. But yeah, QXC just holding back, kiting with the Cyclones, using that lock-on ability to...
Yeah, he's taking his time with this push.
In the front, too.
Which I'm not sure is the right move, but he's actually trading out with these Stalkers. puCK overcommitting a little bit. And QXC, he saw that stasis. If he walks into that stasis...
He can't do it.
I don't know what to say. Cyclone's locking on. Bio does stim. Oh, please no, QXC, no! Oh, God!
Oh my gosh. It's the difference between winning and losing here.
It is, yeah. There's only one way to say that. I mean, QXC is still in a pretty decent spot. Once these units come out of stasis, the Cyclones have done fantastic whittling down the Stalker count. And once those units come out of stasis, it will be huge. puCK doing a good job blinking back versus those Cyclones Q, and he's realizing how serious this is, knowing that he needs to pull the probes, because if he holds this, he'll be in a pretty decent spot. A lot of probes are going to start dying here, however, puCK, with his overwhelming Stalkers, his good control, he's going to blink after this. QXC turns, trading out a little bit more, but he is being routed by puCK. He kills off 8 workers.
Oh, blinks again.
Yeah, puCK, he's so confident with the units he has. And QXC, just that stasis. If he had not been caught in that stasis, he maybe could have had the game or something, but...
Yeah.
Just puCK so consistent. Now QXC is pursuing puCK once again, but look at all these Stalkers.
Oh, watch out. High ground. Yeah, he didn't want to pursue up that ramp at all, but...
Oh, the medivac.
Sure, why not?
And then there's this Observer here, which is... Oh, the scan off mark.
Just barely off mark there in the grand scheme of things.
QXC, he's on 2 bases. He's getting in towards a 3rd. It's a little bit delayed, though. Whereas puCK is on 3 bases. He's getting charge 1 or 2 on the way. And just, this is just such a strong... Just such a strong showing from puCK.
Really is. He's got his blink. He's working on Robotics Bay. We're going to see disruptors again from him.
Look at this high mobility coming in with the Stalkers. QXC's pulling the SCVs. He's actually maybe planning a big attack. puCK may be a little bit overcommitted here with these Stalkers. He may have to recall out as this Bio is chasing up after him. And there it is. There's the recall. Some of these Stalkers are trapped, though. QXC needs to shut them down. And he
10 SCVs getting killed there. Not bad.
Yeah. Just casually killing 10 SCVs. He loses a fair few Stalkers, though, in all seriousness. QXC, he was planning a move out, even pulling some SCVs, it looks like, bringing a tank, a lot of bio. Now, as far as what puCK has, he's going to have a nice upgrade lead. He's probably going to have 2-2 versus 1-1. He's going to have a whack load of Zealots, but, I mean, bio versus majorly gateway units, there's always a chance. And here comes QXC.
Yeah, here we go. Charge is done. Infantry armor level 1 completing right now. Working on... Yeah, man, puCK doesn't have any disruptors. He has a couple of mortals, which is nice.
QXC setting up bunkers. puCK's going to come on in. He's not giving QXC the time of day. I mean, he's really coming into QXC right now. QXC kiting back with the bio as best as he can. These Zealots are getting a bit too much base time, though. QXC's pulling back. I mean, his bio, it's standing strong. He's got this large ball. puCK overcommitted a little bit, I think. But QXC, he doesn't have any medivacs to support this.
Yeah, the Marines and the Marauders looking great in that
Cyclone
situation.
just got destroyed. That immortal was, wow. Now,
no medivacs though. You're right. No healing potential here. He's making a couple more. He recognizes that he needs some more, but he doesn't have any. Every stim is a little bit more health taken that he can't get back right away.
Yeah, and the Observer for puCK just over this. Look at this QXC. Okay, he scans. He knows that there's an Observer over him, but puCK, he's bought himself time, and he's got out a Disruptor now. And we all know what Disruptors have done to QXC this series.
Yes, we do.
High Templar on the way for puCK. No Storm has been started, but he can make a ton of Archons. And QXC, he's making some tanks and Liberators now, but you need a lot of high-tech units in order to deal with Archons. And there's a Disruption Nova going out. QXC may be able to catch this, and he does. He has his Concussive Chill, picks off the Disruptor there. A little bit of payback, but puCK, he's secured a 4th base right now. QXC still on 41 SCVs. Because he's just been producing non-stop, he's relatively equal on supply, but he's still down on upgrades in the army of puCK. It's just so many Archon Zealots, and QXC's a little bit out of position right now. puCK's just looking to catch him.
Wow,
his bio...
back.
Oh, he's got to kite back, but he's running into a corner right now. The Zealots are being whittled down, but there's just so much here for puCK. Guardian Shield helping out tremendously. QXC's
Archons.
army, it just doesn't have the damage. He's picking off a few probes, but when you're picking off probes at your opponent's 4th base, it's rough. GG gets called. puCK takes it 4-2.
4-2-2 drops 2 maps his entire run through this series or through this tournament. What a fantastic display by puCK. Absolutely brilliant play overall. Good disruptor play, good stalkers. The Zealots coming at that last game, really providing the buffer that he needed. And yeah, there are some things that QXC needs to work on, but man, his potential is very, very high.
Yeah. Now, very well played to all the players, and big thanks to everyone who came out to this. Of course, make sure to check out Rise Esports, guys. This was the Rise Esports Invitational. A lot of their players were showed off in day number 2. Or in day number 1, pardon me, and then of course HTX came out today. But no, it was awesome to be able to do this tournament, to do a North American event. Do you have anything to add?
No, just incredible play for everywhere. We saw battle cruisers, disruptors, ghosts, nukes. I mean, it was everything you could ever want. Broodlords in there, Viper play, Infestors, Infested Terrans, Neural Parasite. I can't think of an ability or a unit we didn't see today at all. Can you? Not today, but just today and
just
yesterday.
In the tournament, yeah.
Yeah.
It was just awesome. Awesome to have a tournament on the new maps, new patches. A lot of learning from everyone. And then, of course, it was awesome to have QXC come out. I mean, coming out and then just playing in this tournament, making it to 2nd place, having some incredibly strong maps versus puCK. But ultimately, puCK winning out. I mean, he was sort of the favorite for the tournament, you could argue, but no, some awesome games in series. Like pretty much every series we had, there wasn't any clear bops or anything like that.
Yeah, just fantastic play from everybody involved. Really rep plans and countries, continents well, and just really, really good time. Really fun time casting it.
Yeah, and where can they find you?
Gonna be at Falcon Paladin on Twitter, Twitch, Facebook as well. Just, you know, Falcon Paladin, one word. And where can they find you as well?
They can find me at LaughNgamez. Yeah, our ID is pretty simple. Falcon Paladin and LaughNgamez. And then, of course, make sure to check out Rise Esports at Rise_ESC. Awesome that they wanted to put on this event to support some of their players. But yes, I believe that's everything. So thanks to everyone for tuning on into this Afreeca world. We shall see you guys next time.
Yeah, thanks for being here. Take care of yourself.
Bye-bye.
Bye.